guys, here we go. We are back at it. Day number 2. We're going to crawl underneath here. We're going to get this cross member cut out. As we showed you yesterday, got that cross member in there. It's all bent up and bowed and everything else wrong. First thing I need to do is I need to measure these brackets from the side to make sure we put the other ones right back where they were, because we're going to go with a 2x3 square tubing versus sticking with the round tube. And I need to make sure from that bracket up here, these are the same, so I get everything in the right position so I don't have to recut the drive shaft or anything like that. I don't want to have to get into doing all that. Not that it's a big deal, but hey, if you can save expense, save expense. There's no need to. That drive shaft was just built and it's freaking working great. So, gonna get in here and measure first, make sure we got everything, then start hacking away on it, you know. Got our universal tool right there. Let's just start chopping this thing up. Okay, we know from the last time that we pulled everything, and I was pretty sure that, yeah, we're right at 16 inches there. We should be the same across there. This side's still actually in pretty good shape. Yeah, we're at 16 inches there. I kind of remember that from the last time we did it. The big thing is this is going straight like this, and then it kicks and bows in, so I've got to kind of measure from here at 7 1/4, and then bring it to here and see how far off we are. Looks like we're about 1 1/4 inches off. So I got to add 1.5 inches or 1 1/4 inches. It's 1 1/4 inches, 1.5 inches. Dang, that's pretty bad. 7 1/4 and say 6. Yeah, 1 1/4 inches. So got to measure total out to here, which would make it right at 12 inches. So from this actual bar here that I know is straight and square, come out to 12 here, 6 here. I know these brackets go right back in the same spot. So now I can get to cutting this stuff out. I'm not worried about it. I gotta make a cut here. I've got to cut this one going up to the inside hoop. And I've got to cut this one right here, connecting to the frame. So nothing to do but get to chopping. Here we go with the first one. It's gonna be fun getting this in here. Don't really care how it comes out as long as it comes out. Nice, it's a good start. Probably. Well, I don't know exactly the best way. Got my cutoff wheel, but oh, awesome. Love not having a lift. A little bit of stress on it, but not really much at all. I was kind of surprised it wasn't bound up more than that. Of course, I need to get up there and cut that top piece out, but I'm going to get over here and cut this other side first. Then I'll get inside and cut the 2 top bars down. All right, guys, we got everything cut out from underneath the car, or not cut out, we got everything cut. Just kind of hanging there. We got to come inside the car now. We got to get these little kick out bars right here. I'm going to go ahead and cut them off up here and slide it down and out. We'll just have to cut a little bit of floorboard out and then bring another piece up and down, going down to that square tubing. That's going to be the easiest way rather than trying to cut it from underneath. So, going to get the saws out, hack these off. This piece should drop right out. Then it's just going to be grinding and cleaning it all up, getting ready for the new stuff to go in. All right, there we go. She's pretty straight. No, these are not all my welds. These were some previously done a long time ago, but as you can see right here, that weld's cracked all the way through. This one cracked all the way around, pushed out down there. This one cracked. All of this seems to be in here. This is just kind of a little mock-up piece that was in there. But yeah, I say she's pretty much toast. It took the brunt force of all the track that day, which it was sticky. I'd have to say that day is probably one of the most sticky tracks that we've ever been on. Which on normal stuff that should have been fine, but with the way that was, being as sketchy as it was and not really properly done for what we're doing with it now, and I should have done this a long time ago, but when you're racing you just keep going and going and going. You kind of overlook things, forget about things, you know, you crawl in there, look at it, tighten some bolts up, hey, everything looks great. I imagine what it did is it bent it on that first pass, because it hooked really hard, ran really good that first pass other than the spitting and the popping. But I imagine it stressed it hard that first one, because the second one it just, you know, rattled them off. And that third one just, you know, about near knocked my teeth out. That's how hard it shook. So what we're gonna do now is we gotta go get a piece of 2x3 square tubing. Probably gonna try to get one about a 1/4 inch thick. Get that up in here. We've got all the measurements we need. These are the brackets we're going with, this style here. That mount up underneath the bracket, so it's got force going up and in. I like these a little better than the round ones. Not saying one's better than the other. I just like that for this car setup because everything on this is 2x3. Just seems to go together a little better. So that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna waste any time. Go get parts, get back, start cutting the fit, and try to get this thing back together. Trying to make one more race for the end of the season. We're taking Philo out next weekend to run in a race, a benefit race. I'd like to have this to go to, just to run it one last time to see what this does, and then see what kind of changes we're gonna do to make over the winter, but here we go. Well, there's one side grinding down, guys. They always say if you're not a good welder, you better be a good grinder. Well, I know which one I am, so that's all cleaned up. Still got this one to get off right here. Grind it down, smooth it out like the other side. Not too worried about those. I'll be going right over the top of those and be able to weld those in. Those aren't gonna be in the way. But get that grinded out. Make it look like this side right here. Put the brace there. Probably another one right about here. So I've got one here and one here on either side of the bracket that's coming out. Get that done. I think we'll be pretty good. Okay guys, we got the rear end back up in here. Just kind of sitting there on the jack stand, ladder bars are up front. Basically we're just trying to get the measurement for our cross member to go across. What we've done is just kind of make sure we have the drive shaft hooked up to the rear end in the position, because I don't want to have to recut that drive shaft. So we've got everything set in there, everything's marked up there. We've got the cross member marked. We're out here. Whoo! It's cold.
That's why we got to live in front of the heater.
Yeah, there's where a spike likes to stay, right there. Works hard. Got the trawl saw out here. I'm gonna do a little bit of cut and get our cross member cut. We gotta go grab another blade real quick. Once we get that done, we can get that sucker back in there. Once that's set, everything else is pretty much plug and play. Then it's just kind of hooking the brackets up to it, pushing the rear end up to where it hits it, tack everything up. Then I'm gonna have Mike come over here probably tomorrow or the next day and put that stick on it and weld everything, get some good heat into it. So we're not doing this again. But
no, we're going to do this again.
We're gonna get that cut, try to get the thing set up in there. We'll let y'all see what happens once we get to there. After 6 miscuts, we finally got the cross member in. This is what we're looking at now. No longer some nasty looking little circle thing, but like, all the joints are nice. Get it tacked in, have Mike come over, put the stick on it. Once that's in there, we can get the brackets mounted up to it, hook the ladder bars up to it, put some gussets in there, some braces, and we're ready to go racing again. All right guys, it's I think it's like day number 3, maybe day number 4. Not really quite sure, trying to do this during the week and trying to work and everything else. Gets kind of confusing, but hey, anyway, we're getting it done. So we've got the cross member in there now. I've got it all tacked up. I'm gonna underneath here and show you. Okay, so we got the cross member in. Everything's leveled out. Everything's in. I just need to actually get the car side to side now leveled out. Bring our brackets in from here over to here. I know I've got to be 16 inches from the outside of the car on both sides to center those ladder bars up in there. Gonna get those tacked in, and once I get those tacked in to where this actually can go in place, get Mike over here to start putting the stick on it and getting it all welded up and finished up and set this sucker back down on the ground. I'm hoping on this here I can actually, I've got more selections now for the bar placement. Before it was kind of in a down position, which was below the center of gravity, which was still hooking pretty good, but it had a tendency, as you can tell, to shake the tires or to unload them. So this is actually giving me a little more room to move up one more hole, or actually 2 to 3 holes if I wanted to, which I don't think I'll go that high. But I'll at least be able to get it up another hole to get that bar above the center of gravity, so it'll actually plant, push front and separate the back a little bit, hopefully get better 60s out of it. Not that it's doing bad right now, but you always want to improve. So that's our point, that's our play of the game. So gonna get the rest of these brackets welded in here, just kind of start doing it piece by piece. All right guys, fixing to weld this stuff all up. Got Mike over here gonna do his thing, right?
That's right.
In there. Oh, look, I got your thermos here too.
The thermos.
All right guys, got our brackets all in. We're just about to weld all this stuff up, get it all done. Be finished with this thing. Been waiting 4 days. Now we're here.
5 nights.
Yeah, and 5 nights. Yeah, I'll let you finish the welding. My days are done.
You're disappointed, aren't you?
Yeah, and myself.
That's what I can tell you. It's okay.
Yeah, there's a reason I didn't weld this thing.
But you did.
Well, you saw my first welding. You see my product?
I don't.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
I can't even get under the Let's see.
You'll see the abyss I made.
Where are we at?
We're up here. We're up here.
You didn't even start in the right spot.
No, that's where. It came down to that.
Quick.
Yeah, but it just looked like an explosion. Yeah, you see all the little spots where I hit? It just started ping-ponging them back and forth.
And then
I was like, get out! Can you do it?
I didn't do anything.
Can you fix my carnage?
I don't know about that. Great.
This is why we need a lift in the shop.
Dude, I've got part of that. 2 of them. Chris,
Yeah.
that will never come off.
Okay.
Did you feel good about it when it was going?
Yeah, it sounded just like I was doing.
Did it?
Minus the
The hollow sound?
the blowtorch. All right, guys. Everything is up and done. Everything's welded in. My butt will be safe, in theory, other than my driving skills, because we surely didn't rely on my welding skills. All right, guys. Got everything finished up. All we're gonna do is get under there, clean up a little bit, you know, paint it up, all that kind of stuff. Circle back on the ground, we'll be ready to go racing. But that's gonna do it for us, guys. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, be sure you hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.